Guggers, what is happening? We're back with part 2 of the legendary Rose Gug hunt. Now, last video some people were a little confused, you know? Maybe you might not be familiar with Gug. Maybe you might not know what a Rose Gug is. So let me start by explaining that. This is Gug. It's a creature battling video game where you create little guys or little gals, and they're called Gugs. And they have different archetypes. They can look different ways. And the kind that I am fascinated with is an archetype that we have dubbed Rose Gugs. They have this kind of rose motif going, where they're covered in little rose-like flowers. There are some other flower-like appearing Gugs. There are some that I call daisy Gugs, and then there's kind of just some like general flower Gugs as well. But they come in all shapes and sizes. There's like pink fluffy Gugs. There's like spaghetti twirly Gugs. They come in all shapes and sizes. But it just so happens that the new weekly competition was just announced. And this one is called the Most Beautiful Creation. And what we're looking for is the most beautiful Gug. And since, in my opinion, the best looking Gugs are the Rose Gugs, I thought that we would do another hunt for a legendary Rose Gug, only this time we're looking for a beautiful one. So with all that being said, let's try to find ourselves a beautiful Rose Gug. And I'm going to limit myself this time. You know, some of the other players have had so much success finding Rose Gugs by just, you know, using the word rose and some other key terms in English. You know, they didn't use these strategies that I've used where I'm going with, you know, Chinese characters or Albanian characters and trying to get the Rose Gug. So we're going to hunt for a Rose Gug using just regular old English, regular old keywords, and we're going to try and make it. And we're going to try and find a beautiful Rose Gug worthy of submitting to the weekly competition. Now that I've ranted for about, let's see, 3 minutes here, I would guess, 2 minutes, let's get started. So I think roses is a key word we're going to need here. And we're looking for beautiful roses, right? So I'm thinking red, because we want red roses. They're beautiful. And I'm thinking maybe some other words that just mean, you know, like healthy or like growth. I'm trying to think of maybe like a dense, you know, like we think of a dense forest. So we've got these dense red roses. Let's see what that gets us. Alright, here's Rosera. When this enters battle, release dense red petals, dealing 2 damage to adjacent enemy Gugs. I like that. If surrounded by 2 or more Gugs, gain 1 health and 1 attack. Very cool. But what does it look like? That's the real question. We're getting 10 stats here. A lot of them on health, which I'm not complaining about. Oh, it's going to be... okay. Not what I would call beautiful. Sorry there, Rosera. You're very interesting, but not what I would call beautiful. But that's not Rosera's fault. You know, Rosera's doing their best. Right, I did keep that ability. I doubt it hits backline because it says adjacent Gugs. Yeah, so it will not. Wow, that one appears to just take damage on its own there. Alright, so it counts the one beside him for gaining its health at the end of the turn. Its attack and health, actually. So we will take it. Oh, it gave us a market stall selling various goods. Alright, we got 22. That's a 4-6 versus a 3-6. I think we'll just stick with our regular Gug here. We'll give this one some health, and we'll give this one some health. And that'll get us a nice little Gug family started. Alright. Make sure we keep a Gug beside Rosera there so it gets that little benefit at the end of the turn. Uh-oh. We cut it close there. It'll gain 1, but it's not enough. Alright. So that should get us an amniotic pool. So now back to trying to create a beautiful gug. I think my favorites of the rose gugs, very similar to this one that I showed you guys, has this greenery on there. And so maybe we need to provide that hint as well. Let me pull up a dictionary here in the background. Let's see, make sure the words I'm using are appropriate. The word verdant keeps coming to my mind here, which I think just means very green, but let me double check. All right, verdant. Green with grass or other rich vegetation of the bright green color of lush grass. So that's what I'm thinking. So let's try something like verdant red roses. So then we get those lush greens and those red rose blooms. And let's see how that works out for us. We got Verderosa. Gain 1 health for each surviving ally Gug at the end of the round. And at the start of the round, heal an adjacent Gug by 2 health. Very nice. Oh, so we have kind of the workings of a rose gug here. It's like it's starting to make these bloom-like shapes. And we got some green moss-like materials on kind of a, I don't know whether to call this a woody or more of a woolly backdrop here. But I like it. I wouldn't say it's beautiful. Once again, not a beautiful gug, but it looks cool. Beautiful is, of course, subjective. But I think we need a little bit more than that one there. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to have. Lots of self-healing and lots of team healing going on here. Perfect. Now an 8-9 is just absolutely brutal, and we've got 2 of them. Glue Mania. And we don't have anything with really a high enough attack to deal with that in one blow here. Let's see how these heals come down. Alright, so this can kill one of them. There. And I think, I'm trying to think of what my best course of action is here. I think if I pull that one out, take this hit, then this one can survive here. So we're not doing great, but we're also not doing terrible. We've definitely been in much worse situations coming into this third shop here. Or is this second shop? Second shop, yeah. Almost the third amniotic pool. Alright, I would say we definitely need another Gug. This is that one that gave us a stall, so hopefully it won't be just giving our enemies a stall every time. And yes, we definitely need a little bit more attack. That was what really hurt us last time. Alright, I'm trying to think of some words that we would associate with beauty. Maybe, what about just the word beautiful? What about beautiful? Lush. Let me make sure I'm using lush correctly here. Lush. Growing luxuriantly. Very rich. Okay? So there we go. Lush roses. Beautiful, lush roses. We got Rose Lushier. Spawn 2 Thorny Rose Gugs with a random attack. And health within 0 and 5 and 1 and 5. Alright. Well, we love a clone creator. Or a token generator, if you will. So, I have no problem with that ability. It's honestly a great ability. Tokens are super powerful in this game. But what does it look like? Oh, wow. Now, this is not what I was looking for as far as a Rose Gug goes, but these are some adorable little leaf shapes. I like the little flowers. I don't know that I'd call it beautiful. I would definitely describe it as adorable. But maybe. I mean, that's a contender there. This is the cutest one we've gotten so far. All right. So let's go ahead and get these thorny rose tokens cooking here. And we'll also put this one into play and let it start buffing these little dudes. And actually, we can pull this guy out and generate 2 more of those. So we'll go ahead and pop those in there. Yep. And yeah, I think we just leave it like that. Oh, Jesus. Something's doing a lot of end-of-turn damage here. Alright. Dude, Glook up here looks like he has a little hat, but it's like merged with his head. Okay, it gave us the market stall that time. So I guess we can let the market stall duke it out here for a second. And we'll let Verderosa here fight the Moralatrix. And we'll go ahead and let that one take out Glucob as well. Really like that one a lot. The lush term really got me some of what I was looking for there. Oh, we could have our own Glucob. I really don't like filling up the back line, though. Let's see. Who needs some help? These guys are all looking pretty good. Rosera needs a little bit more, probably wouldn't hurt. Alright. So to say, we should have another 3-lane fight here. I think I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to use those 2 Thorny Roses to let Shoptilian here gain some attack. We'll switch Rose Lusher in here to fight Glorbulax. That's a movie villain name right there, if I ever Glorbulax. Alright, we're going to switch Rose Lusher with the Thorny Rose here, just because he'll take that one out, so... Why waste damage on our main here when we don't have to? Alright, I'm going to switch him there. I'm going to move him here. And put Rose Lusher there. Jesus. He ignited an unquenchable fire, alright. I don't know how these 2 got stacked there. I didn't even know that was possible. I think I have seen it before, so maybe I'm lying, but I wasn't expecting. How about that? Verderosa's got 55 health, so I think we'll be fine putting that one in. Alright. I think it's time to say goodbye to our little shop stall guy. Shoptilian here. Alright, so we tried Lush. Let's try Lush Blooming Roses. How about that? Lush Blooming Roses. We got Rose Lush. Bloom into a rose bouquet, granting +1 attack to a random ally. That's every cooldown. That's great. An attack buff on cooldown is even better than all of the health buffs that we have, because we have all those health buffs, so that'll give us something else. We are going into the last battle, so it probably won't even matter that much, but still pretty cool. Alright, so we've gotten, this is definitely a rose gug, so if this was the original video, we would get to stop right here. We got a perfect rose there, a few on the sides. It loves to mesh with roses for some reason. These little circulars that are seen on the flesh gugs, which are another archetype of gug that are very fleshy and bloody and kind of gross. I don't really like them that much. But this one has a lot of greenery, little buds on there. I still wouldn't call it beautiful, though, not with these giant just weird circular appendages that it has. Alright, so I guess we'll just let this gang get in here and start fighting. Nuke Sligma there just, I think, destroyed our two little roses. What a jerk. I'm gonna go ahead and put the whole rose gang in. Why not? Man, the damages they're throwing down. Luckily, we have a very healthy bunch, and they all get healed, and nice little buffs, or we'd be in trouble. I gotta watch Rose Lush's health here. I'll accidentally let them die. And that is not the intention, for sure. Oh, Slurp Free here. Seems like the enemy has a lot of Slurp Frees. Just an odd little pumpkin gug. I think we've got two more coming in this lane. And we'll have ourselves a victory. That was one of our easiest victories yet. Didn't lose a single gug. Really didn't even come close. The Rose Strat paying off today. Alright. Well, that was pretty easy. We got a couple of rose gugs. I guess let's try maybe for some of the, what I'm calling daisy gugs. Actually, I was trying to think of what else might be beautiful. I was thinking cute, you know, we could do hat gugs or little beard gugs, but I don't really associate either of those things with beauty. Let's try maybe a how do you spell bouquet? Bouquet? That's not right, is it? I don't think that's right. I've got to look that up. Oh, that is right. All right. So it is. Come forth, bouquet of daisies. So with daisies, we don't get any of the color confusion with the image generator that you get with roses, because rose is like French for pink and a shade of red, and so it just gets it as a color sometimes. But with daisies, I think we get more just pretty standard flower gugs. So this one emits a gentle scent, granting all friendly gugs +1 attack for the round. But what does it look like? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy, but you're hideous. You look like a shaken up pre-boiled egg. This is like a poached egg gone wrong here. Poor Daisy Burst. We'll gladly take your attack buff, Daisy Burst, but really, that's all we can take from you, buddy. Hey, now it said for the round, but the buff seems to have stayed. And so that as a permanent buff is actually awesome. It's a pretty rough first round. Not getting to farm any nectar because of the token generation is not the best. At least we can grab a Gug, and we can get up to that 10 attack mark we like to hit. So, not a total loss. Alright, we have the Party Horse. For every Gug on the battlefield, dance and emit colorful sparks. Alright. Does he buff these on the back? He does. I'm going to leave them back there and let them heal up a little bit. While I can. Then I'm going to play them again. So attack will not be an issue this run, it doesn't seem. It's going to be health. So maybe... this is a new bug we've been encountering. Where you randomly get this black screen. So I was talking to the devs about this, I think earlier today. So hopefully we'll have a fix up for that soon. Let's see here. I'll just restart Gug. And just to be safe, I'm just going to start a new run there. Unfortunate, but I would rather do that than have to restart again if it crashes. I don't know what could be causing that. So it seems pretty random. We're gonna miss you, ugly egg Gug. Alright, here we go. I think leaves will really help. Let's try lush, leafy daisies. Or what about daisy blooms? Will that fit? No. So let's just go with daisies. Lush, leafy daisies. I think a very like natural Gug with lots of like blooms and leaves would be beautiful, so to speak. I saw that Sutetsu had already submitted his first submission. Let me go back and look at what that was. His is like just like a rainbow vortex. A very awe-inspiring Gug. I don't know that I'd call it beautiful. Me and Sutetsu might disagree on this one. I think it's kind of wild. Alright, now this guy, again, our Daisy Gugs are being a little depressed. Look at this. I mean, he looks sad. He looks like he just worked a 9 to 5 in like a 30-story apartment building in a cubicle where he never sees the sun. And he doesn't look like he's enjoying it. He does heal all friendly Gugs, though. So, you know, we're appreciative of that. Alright. Yeah, gives everybody one. Does what he says. Basically the exact opposite of the last Gug that we had. Alright, I'm going to pull him out so we get that one more double. Oh my god! Is this a flat loss? I think we actually straight up lose here. And I don't think there's a way to prevent it. I'm trying to... We can't take 2 hits. So that'll never work. We only do 3 attack here. Yeah. We actually do. We just lose. Wow. That is a brutal Gug to start with there. Dude, there's some people out there, they're playing Gug for their first time. They're getting hit with an enemy like that, and they're just uninstalling. They're just rage quitting after that. I would be so heated if I got hit with that. Alright, let's try. I'm trying to think of just some words that might get us to the right place. You know, there's these gem Gugs as well. What about like leafy, gem, daisy, bloom? And we can do daisy bloom as one word. Kind of mix some archetypes here and see what we can get. I don't think pumpkin Gugs will be beautiful at any point. None of the mossy ones really, especially like this default mossy kind of Gug. In general, I don't think we're going to get beautiful there. The fish Gugs are always like oblong and ugly. I really think that the flower Gugs are the place to go if you're hunting for beauty. I love it, just took it. It's Leafy Gem Daisy. You know, it knew what we were going for. But does it visually? It doesn't. Again, another guy that looks like he's sad after his office job. This one does essentially the same amount of healing, 2 health, to the lowest health Gug. So there you go. And it looks like we'll get 2 turns of healing or Gug generation here. Let's just keep it the same, I think. Yeah, that's a dream first round there. Not a lot of damage taken, plenty of stuff. Let's see. Fill the room with pink bubbles. We've got to get that just to see what it does. Because my my thought process is that it's going to just fill every slot on the board with like 0-1 pink bubbles, which is just always a good thing. But let's see. Oh, it does nothing. How sad. Oh, I lied. It just took it a second. It doesn't fill the whole board, but it does generate a pink bubble on the enemy side, so that's funny. Unfortunately, now our Leafy Gem Daisy is going to buff our pink bubble, which isn't going to do much for it, because it is going to die. Unfortunately, we don't have a Gug with a lot of attack, so fighting this either way is going to take multiple hits, and that's going to get Leafy Gem Daisy very low here. Oh, wow. That one gained based on the allies there. That's rough. Alright, let's see here. Who do we want to lose? I guess we've just got to get rid of Glum Bubble, the weakest one there. Unfortunate. So this run went from going really well to pretty terrible very fast. Alright, I feel like maybe Leafy is where we're getting all these like sad green Gugs, so maybe let's not do that. Let's go back with Verdant. Let's go to Verdant, Daisy, maybe Blossom. No, that doesn't fit. What about Petals? Really just want one really good flower Gug. Something that just looks plucked straight out of a jungle. I wonder what the how the language model handles like other flowers, like what, because the way I'm assuming it works is there's like a couple of different image generators, and you know the language model takes the prompt and then chooses which image generator it should go to, thus the archetypes of the Gugs. And so got to figure out what, Jesus, all these sad little green Gugs. This one looks like he might have a little bit of a smile, but he's so fluffy, so fluffy and green. Generate a field of verdant energy that boosts all allies by 2 health. Well, at least they'll heal up a little bit. They are ETB effects, though, but I'm really just wanting a beautiful jungle Gug, you know. Ugh. I gotta take this hit here. And unfortunately, I really gotta take that hit too. Oh, but they've made a mistake. Well, have they even? I'm trying to see here. Oh, I made a mistake just then because I needed to heal him for 1. And I could have made it work. But now... yeah. I could have played that much better. I lost that of my own mistakes. I'm going to go forward with my 0-1 here. If there is a Sandy Gug, turn into a Mirage Gug with increased stats. Alright. Whatever, Sandra Slime. And we'll also get a pool here. Oh no, let's change old Leaf Gem Daisy here. Let's Google. Alright, I'm looking up Amazon flowers. Oh no, not flowers from Amazon.com. Flowers from the Amazon rainforest. Here we go. I gotta find one that's not just like the coffee plant, or one called lobster claws. Let's see. Let's look. Let's do Passiflora, which is the family of passion flowers. So let's try. What about pretty Passiflora? Flora in general, you know, which I think just means flower. Probably a good term for us to give a go if we're looking for some flower gugs. We got Passiflogu. Create a fragrant aura that ensnares the nearest gug, charming it to lose one attack each round. We are very limited on gug resources here. I wonder if Sandra Slime counts itself as a sand gug to do whatever it is that it gets when there's a sand gug. Alright, let's see here. Alright. Not what I was expecting. But at least a little more happy. You know, this is like a joyful gug. Kinda, though, reminds me of what they make pet dander look like on commercials where they're advertising for vacuums. Alright. Oh! It did get its buff. So I'm going to pull it back. And... oh, I don't know what happened just then. Oh! 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 What was that? I don't know what I missed there, but I missed it big time. Something there happened that shouldn't have happened, I feel like. I feel like we got absolutely cheated on that run there. So let's just try Flora. What about... what about Sprouting Flora? I feel like Lush was giving us too many of the mossy gugs. Sprouting Flora. Maybe we try Red. I feel like Red and Beauty go hand in hand, you know. Flora Glomp. If health is restored, sprout additional Flora with a random attack 0 and 3. So when this enters battle. So we need something to heal it after it enters battle, maybe? Or if it's had its health restored when it enters battle, it'll summon something. Or maybe it just summons something anyway. Oh, now here we go. This guy's got like one little tree growing out of his head and one little flower growing out of his head. The sprouting, I bet, is what got us this. I don't think it's beautiful, but I do love it. I mean, very cool gug. Let's see how this summoning technique works here. Okay, so it's just going to create it either way, it seems. It's got 0.2 attack. So we did not get a Gug Nectar from that, in case you were curious. You know what we could do? Get a little buff in there. Play this guy. This lets us unlock the good slot. We can start letting this one get attack. Oh yeah. That's what we're looking for. And I know I'm going to regret not getting them to something higher than that, but that's where I'm going to get them. I'm going to get enough nectar that we can buy to our heart's content. Alright, so definitely want another Gug. We'll put the health on this guy. This one on this guy. And then we'll get him up to 11. And I think now this is one of those that, you know, apart from crazy things happening, that you can just dominate with. And even just having this one little guy take a hit lets you farm nectar for another turn, which is just the best. Perfect. Alright, back to the pool here. So flora, we might be onto something with that. What about dense flora vegetation? I think this fits if we make it all one word here. Vegetation might not be the way we want to go, but I really want those dense leaves, and I've seen it on other Gugs. I know it can be done. We got verdant goo, or verdanto goo. Create a barrier of vines that absorbs 3 damage for each opposing attack, and at the end of the round, restore 2 health to this Gug. So creating a barrier of vines, it could be another Gug, maybe with 3 health, since it absorbs 3 damage. Or it might just be like a static effect. Yeah, see, something about one of those words, maybe it's verdant, maybe it's vegetation, gets us these sad plant Gugs. There's just no other way to describe them. We got a lot of spirit boosting going on. There's just always a lot of stuff happening in the game of Gug. If they ever implement any kind of image generation for the random effects, this game's going to go crazy. Like, every round is just going to be an experience. Dude, Slith Gorble? Terrifying. Excuse me. It's like a tornado with hailfire in the middle. We've also got Makor Profuga. Infectious spores spread, creating new replicas of this Gug nearby. Man, I really want that one. I just want to see what he does when we play him. Alright. We got a full squad. But not a beautiful squad. Alright. Tuxedo. Floral. Okay, here we go. Floral. Bloom. And I'm doing tuxedo because I remembered that Sutetsu had made some black and white rose Gugs. And I feel like those were beautiful. So maybe that's the route. Let's try it. Maybe we get some black, white roses, you know, some very just stoic beauty. It's going to be a good time, I can feel it. We got Fluorexido. Oh? Hey, if it wasn't for all the holes, you know, this would be kind of what I was going for here. We've got like these silver leaves and blooms on there, a couple of little mini roses. I mean, I really like that, actually. That was Tuxedo Floral Blooms, I think. I don't remember, but we might have to try some more Tuxedo meets Roses prompts. Or just Tuxedo meets Flowers, I guess. Hey, he does spawn little copies. That's fun. We got a whole little gang of guys that can take hits. And we can use those two little guys to let this guy get some buffs. Oh, Jesus. Almost let him die. Forgot he was just a default Gug. You can go there. Florexito's also a little low on health there. Let's put in that one. Glomp. Whoa, absorb all nearby Gugs. Hold on. Let's see what happens there. Oh. Now it seems like he actually just created a powerful Gug for us. We'll take it. No complaints here. We do not have any slots for you there, Mr. Gug. So we'll just grab that health. Grab that attack. And we'll be on our way. Oh, these look really cool. Disintegron randomly disintegrates an enemy Gug, leaving behind residual dust. Oh no. He didn't create his copy. Oh, who else did we lose? Somebody back here. That is a brutal enemy Gug there, and we got two of them. Jesus. Alright, he did summon one that time. I don't know what decides whether or not he does. Alright. So move him. Actually, move him out. Move him here. This one here. Oh! It didn't give us our token. So I guess we have to let Florexito handle this. And we will move on, not super great, but alive, nonetheless. Alright, so since Florexito doesn't really do that much, let's try Tuxedo Roses. I don't know why tuxedo is the black and white term that came to mind. But when I think black and white, that's what comes to mind. Tuxa Rose. Generate a thorny shield, absorbing 3 damage. And end of the round, release rose petals, healing itself for 2. Oh, again. I mean, if it wasn't just for the few holes here, I mean, this is what I would love. It's like a very woody almost appearance with the roses like maybe carved out of it, or almost more like petrified is what I would say. Really, really cool looking. Not beautiful though. See, these are the ugly fish Gugs I was talking about. These things are idiots. Now, these guys are nerfing attack, it seems, so I guess I'm going to put my highest attack Gugs in there to take them out. And I'm just going to let everybody else heal up back here. He's about to drop to 0 attack, poor guy. He's not being much help to us. Oh. Did we break it? Oh, no. I think token generation is causing some kind of bug at the moment. What that bug is, I couldn't tell you, but something's happening. believe that's a victory. Yeah. Easy. Alright, let's do one more Gug run. And try to get at least one good submission. I know we can submit every 6 hours, so would like at least one really good looking Gug to get submitted here. So we'll see what we can make happen. Maybe we try like purple. Maybe lavender. What about lavender, tuxedo, flora? Oh. Alright, lavender tuxedo, it should be able to separate with its AI brain. If this gives us purple flowers on a gray Gug, that'd be perfect. Alright, we got another heal for tour. What an enters battle. Seems to be a constant theme with flowers doing a little bit of healing with a scent. Oh, another cute one. You know, I wouldn't say beautiful, but definitely cute. I made a calming lavender scent that adds 2 health to all friendly Gugs. So it kept the same ability. Triggers rapid fragmentation to spawn 2 semi-formed globuloth Gugs. And it gave those to us. So there you go. And I think I'm going to pull him out, let him gain the 1 attack, then put him back in. And then pull him back out again. And that will buff us up all over again. Yeah, so we got a good bit of nectar and really got our Gugs quite healthy there. That's a very helpful enemy Gug. Create a random biological waste in empty spots directly in front. I mean, do we want that? I kind of do. It's a 5/7. I think we got to go for it. The old Nixie McGloop. Oh, this guy again. Well, I mean, I guess it's just going to keep generating Gugs and fighting its own creations over here. This has got to be the funniest Gug to get as a first enemy. Like, it just gives you the means to defeat it. No effort on your own part. Alright. Let's go with lavender again. What about lavender roses? What about rich lavender roses? You can have rich soil, rich vegetation, rich lavendrosis. Grant adjacent Gugs an increase of 3 health and 3 attack points due to the aroma. Again, we have that smell generating a buff here. Show us a beautiful Gug. Oh. This is, I would say this one's debatable. This is debatably beautiful right here. Again, I think cute's the word I would go with, not beautiful. But, I mean, it looks really cool. Emit epileptic lights, causing all Gugs on the battlefield to miss their next attack. I find this Gug offensive. Fun fact, Thrifty has epilepsy. Adult onset epilepsy. I had my first epileptic seizure when I was 31, I think. It was a very surprising change to my life. I tried to get my school bus driver's license when I was coaching a team, and the guy doing the thing, he's like, "Man, we can't let you drive a school bus. You have epileptic seizures." And it was just something I hadn't even really thought about. But yeah, fun fact. Alright, so now we go shop, and then our next to last amniotic pool. So let's go ahead and grab us a Gug for that. Heal up, said Gug. Oh, we can't afford anything else. We haven't been doing a lot of nectar farming here. Alright, here we go. We need something beautiful. Tuxedo blossoms. We'll go review in the garden when we finish and decide what will be our submission from this video. Oh, this is not beautiful. This is a mechanical monster. If this Gug is opposite another, gains elegance, reducing that Gug's attack by 2. Alright. Catrapur. Oh, I didn't have any adjacent Gugs. I don't even know if it works. I think I'm gonna pull him out. Put this one here. Put this one there. Now, see if this buffs them both. Heck yeah. That's exactly what we wanted. Oh, we're too short of grabbing a final Gug there. Luckily, normally 4 is plenty. I think we're going to put that attack on this one. Old Nixie McGloop over here. So we've got one last amniotic pool for the video coming up next. I'm trying to think of what we're going to put into that. See, I think the gym Gugs actually have big, beautiful potential. If beauty's what we're going for. So maybe we lean into that for our last Gug here. What if we do... How about we do Crystal... Shard... Bloom. Big beauty potential here. Krista Bloom. The name has promise for a Gug that achieves what we're looking for. Oh no, he's hideous. Why are you so ugly, Krista Bloom? What a disappointing end to a saga of cute and adorable Gugs. Alright, now we pop this one here. Oh, Sludge Bullfrog is a very interesting pumpkin Gug. He's got a very different, like, outward texture than most of them have. And his sprout on top is also very different. Well, that thing creating a tiny slime puddle saved me from taking some damage from the Saffroni Rose Bloom over there. I don't know what they were doing, but it looked bad for me, but they're both dead now, so no worries. I refuse to end on such a hideous Gug. We're definitely going to go run an amniotic pool attempt at a beautiful Gug. We can't just end with that hideous monster. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we can make. We gotta get something good here. Let's try Majestic Red Roses. What if this just spit out the Dream Gug? That's the hope. But you never know. You never know what you're gonna get. And some would say that that is what makes Gug beautiful. You know, food for thought. I don't like how some of these question marks aren't the right shape of question marks. Like this one in the middle, that's a good one. But what is that one to the lower left right there? I mean, what's happening with this question mark? That's just like the letter U with a dot beside it. I mean, it's pretty adorable. Definitely not beautiful, though. What if we tried... Let's just try Majestic Roses. Let's give it another chance at roses here. Then we'll head on over to the garden. I think that, like, third flower one we made, probably the winner of the vid. Personally. I'm sure you guys will let me know your disagreements. This is like a letter J right there. That's definitely not a question mark. It's not even facing the right way. That's 100% a lowercase letter J right there. Oh! Oh! I mean... I don't know that this is what I was looking for, but man, it's a really cool Gug. Just, I mean, appearance alone. I mean, I think it's in the running. Let's look at him. My Gug garden gets a little hard to navigate because I've never cleaned out my Gug folder. I don't know that we can actually get all the way down there. I didn't think about this before I said we'd go to the Gug garden. Used to, my Gug garden would crash the game, but I think they expanded how much it can hold. Uh-oh. There's just there's just so many. This is my fault. We should be able to change the order so that the newest ones are at the top. Right now I think it's the opposite. Dude, what was that, like, penguin looking one? That's a cool looking Gug. That one also had Tuxedo in the name. Somebody else been doing Tuxedo Gugs as well. I have seen so many Gugs. Holy Lord. We might never get there, boys. It might be unobtainable. There's those flesh ones I was talking about that I don't like. Those Gugs are terrifying. See, those gem ones, they could be beautiful. Alright, well I guess I lied to you guys. Since I lied to you guys, we'll generate one more to end on. We'll do another majestic daisy. Oh, we got majestic daisy roses. What's it going to do with 2 flowers? The world may never know. If it fails to generate this one, we'll know that it was the perfect Gug and the game just couldn't let us have it. I feel like, I can't remember who it was that said it in the Discord, but somebody said every time it fails to generate an image, you just know that that was the perfect one. And I feel the exact same way. I like this little hand that you get. Oh, hey, it's a cute one. It's a pink one. We've learned to hate the pink ones when looking for rose Gugs, but it's still a cute one. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoyed the hunt that we went on there for a beautiful Gug. Another rose Gug. You guys have a great one, and as always, I'll see you again next time.